All right, I've taken a liking to this symbol. This is Saturn, right here. So, and this comes from this movie right here. Check it out yourself, The Seven Doors of Death. And as you see right here, it has the Book of Eibon, and it. So the Book of Eibon itself deals with, and it has this. I think the second. I'm not really that for like that well read into this, but I wanted to do some little bit of research on it so I can give you some information. You can go check it out yourself. So these are deities in here. So I have a book from the Cthulhu, the Chaosism group. They do like these game role playing, game playing, but they have deities names inside of them or ways they would come and work through certain people and through certain tribes. Like a game book that goes along with a whole game playing system. The one I have is um, the Chthonic. Which one is it? The Cthulhianic, the Encyclopedia Cthulhianic. I went to that, and I have another one by Nyarlathotep. But people don't realize Nyarlathotep is actually Asar. Okay, Asar or Osiris is in Greek translation of Asar in Kemetic or Egyptian. So Asar is Nyarlathotep. So Nyarlathotep, he actually turns into Cthulhu, but Cthulhu is actually Heru or man, I be getting them. Sometimes I be getting them mixed up. Isis is um um. This is me. You know, so this is my mind. I am not. I'm not perfect. My memory. I just when it flows, I'll be trying to reach sometimes for pulling for something. Isis is Aset, Asar is Osiris, and Heru is man. See, I'm not gonna chop up I'm not all that extra conscious ass nigga. No, I'm not that. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I be forgetting stuff too. So if I forget, it'll come back to me. So I ain't gonna just stick to it like that. See, 222. I can admit my faults just passed. See, I'm in multiple dimensions. My mind is somewhere else. I reach for something in another dimension, which is what is mythology. That's still a higher form of dimension. So I'll reach for something and still trying to give you something in another form. I'm not making excuses because I couldn't remember. And he said, "Oh, he's saving, wasting time." This is me. You know what I'm saying? You give it out. So we're in a new age. You know, it keeps going. This is the two after the 2020. This is the one. So it just keeps going, and the beat goes on. So that's just an old song. Somebody probably sampled it somewhere. Recycling your energy. But anyway, let's keep it going. We'll keep up. We speed it up. We don't slow it down. So that movie I was telling you about by Lucio Fulci. Come to find out, he died at the age of 69 years old. So 316, 317, John 316, 317 just passed. Check those two verses out. But yeah, he died at 69 years old. He was born in Italy. He died in Rome. But yeah, but anyway, I did some, a little bit of backstory on it. So check out Lucio Fulci. He does a lot of horror films. So horror turns out to be the chaos realm in their realm in the third dimension. So how like Bobby Hemmett, I always give him credit, man. He put me on, and by not put me on like, oh, I was at all his lectures and all that. No, I ain't gonna lie. I watched the lectures through YouTube and got the information and got the books. While he always dropped the information in the books or from the books and tell you to go get the books yourself. And I be getting these books. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just a couch potato. You know what I'm saying? I ended up reading these books. Reading not the whole books, but parts that I was catching. It pertained to my life, and I would go back and forth with different books at different times. But I haven't gotten to this book, the Book of Eibon. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So once I watched this film by Lucio Fulci, The Seven Doors of Death, again, and I wanted to bring this information to the people, it shows how Saturn correlates with the Book of Eibon. There's a book he has, not this director, but there was a book, The Gate, the Doorway to Saturn, and it was a 5-part series. I didn't write down the book's author's name at the time. I was just moving and running and gunning. So like at the time, so You can go look at it online. I'm not gonna give a name of a place you can go get it from. It's online. So all you gotta type in Eibon, Eibon. Okay, and that's the name. It'll come up with different types of books, and it has the doorway to Saturn in there, and that's crazy. So, and also you can check out a song called Saturn by Stevie Wonder. So Saturn, and so it deals with the arts or music. So that's another plane. It was the seven or part of the seven chakras or the planets. So it's just all inside of you. Everything outside of you is inside of yourself. Okay, so you're getting these deities on these different books. Use them because they're going to be a part. Is a part of your blood cells when you're drinking water. You know what I'm saying? So if you're drinking water, good water to drink, not out the sink, good water. You know what I'm saying? Not just drinking water. I'm giving you hints. I'm not going to say, you know what I'm saying, because they're going to shut certain things down. So I'm giving you ones you can X out. So read between the lines or listen between the beats of my voice. Okay? If you listen, rewind the ones I tell you not to get. Those are ones you shouldn't get, and the other ones you should, okay? So, I'm not trying to make it hard for myself, but you need to be inquisitive and listen to what I'm saying, okay? So, don't drink the water from the sink, and don't drink drinking water, or don't drink faucet water or water like that. So, because you want your blood cells all your blood cells is your blood is not red. It's actually water. Oops, surprise, because you got this 70% is inside you. Your body is just the 30%. It's your physical body. When you cut yourself or you don't realize it or you're bleeding, you're like, oh, I'm not, and you look down, you're bleeding, because it only turns red when it hits the surface because this is a lower plane. But inside of you is all water. That's why you're supposed to drink water. Your blood cells make it red once it hits the air. That's what Bobby hit me. I'm like, that's true, very true. When I look down and I don't see myself getting cut, and I look down and I have a cut, and it hits the air, it's red. But and it's open, like down to the Burning Mike say, down to the white meat, But when it's the white meat, that means you went pretty deep, and that's like into the cells. And when you start seeing the red start come up, it's not red until you start seeing it seconds later. So when it's all water, that's why you're supposed to drink that good water. But yeah, and also hidden fact, you could also turn water good. I told you not the ones not to get, so you know which ones to get. So there's only a few left. So do not get drinking water. Try to purify. You know what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. So I'm not trying to give up what my connect is. I need something to drink out of here. But anyway, Eibon, you check this out. They have DATs in them. I looked at different names inside the books, the names they were bringing up. So it's by Chaosism. It's the name of the books. They did the original author's name for those 5-book series. So chaosism.inc. You can go on their website probably, or go on to like places or websites you can get books. All right. And you can look up this film, 7 Doors of Death. The Book of Eibon, it's all connected. So they make movies sometimes from playwrights or films. How Lovecraft have a book, different books, and there's a book I have a movie over here called Color of the Space, and Nicolas Cage in that. I'm looking at it right now. It's in a stack. So if I move it, I don't want to lose focus and get up and just forget what I'm doing. So Nicolas Cage is in that film, and people like, I need to see some A-list movie with some A-list actors in it, in order for me to watch a film. I'll be watching B movies. You get the information everywhere. Comic books, movies, cartoons. I just watched How to Train Your Dragon the other day. You know what I'm saying? That's a cartoon by DreamWorks, and it has the mythology of like Odin and all that stuff in it. And our people, like Awas is in that. Awas is in Samaria. So that means what? Highly melanated people made that. You see what I'm saying? We everywhere. Dark-skinned people, we everywhere. Our melanin is in even in plants, animals, roaches, Everything, melanin is in everything. That means we can tap into everything. Everything that's outside yourself is yourself. So when they say you dark skin, oh, you dark skin, or you whatever, you know what I'm saying? No, ain't nothing wrong with that. So dark skin, it means you have a high potential of melanin. You can probably reach into more depths. But everything on this planet has melanin. I'm not denying that fact. 10-10. So get into, that means get into the Necronomicon too. Everything you can, reach into this stuff. So that's why I say I'm trying to get out this information as much as possible. However way I get it out, it'll get out. So in time. But I would like, so I seen this. I wanted to get this out. I haven't delved into it, but it's books you can go get. You know, literature. So look up The Door to Saturn. And there's like a 5-book series. And Chaosism did something after the original Arthur did one. So you can check it out. So I'm not a hater. If you get it, I got. So if you get something like this, you know, I'm not a hater. You make a video yourself, and I get to learn about it too. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know about it, you can teach me something. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know. I know of it, but I don't know full details. Details you can get probably from that book. And they deal with, like, in this movie, Seven Doors of Death, about it's like the 7 chakras. In order to, so I recently came out with a video. Recently came out with a video, so talking about certain things. So this video might pick up more people to go check out other videos down the line. That means you be more astute. So so-called black people, so-called African American people, highly melanated people all around the world. These videos are mainly for you because we're not privy to all of these things. You know what I'm saying? They keep our rap dumbed down. So back in the days, our rap had information in them. So I want to speed it up instead of slowing it down. Say if you like a white person or whatever on this video, that's just tough luck, tough titty. You know what I'm saying? You got melanin too, but it's all about how you use it. We don't. That's why they say highly so-called black people are dying at a fast rate because of this virus. It's not a virus as in you got the cold, now you got it. No, you dying because this is a rapture. If you the ones that stand behind it, the ones gonna be fighting this war, a real spiritual war. So if you read mythologies of so-called black people, so-called African American people, you're gonna save yourself and help yourself speed this time up, and you'll be around later. Not because you want to be around, but if you're on this path already, you'll be able to stick around for the show. It's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna tell you that. You gotta. It's gonna be hard. But it's gonna be gratifying. Okay, trust me when I tell you everything is all an illusion around you. But anyway, get you some deities after Necronomicon, Norse mythology. That as in Europe, yes, we gave everything to these people. They just putting the books out for us. That's it. They just become the custodians. Like you go to a library, they're the custodians holding information. Oh, I have this book for you, so we can just go get it. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors knew we was going to go through slavery in order for us to raise back up. And these people that we so-called devils, no, devil is actually a good thing. Devil is your double self, your diabos, or the doppelganger in Germany. There's a movie called Doppelganger. Doppelganger, Doppeganger, and there's a movie called Doppelganger with Drew Barrymore in the film. Is like if you like to see movies, I have that movie. It is A++. It's about your double self, how you have yourself, and you don't really get to your soul or your spirit. I mean, your actual soul, and you get to your soul double. But remember how the predator he looks hideous, but didn't he have dreadlocks on his planet? We look like, so we supposedly like their devil. You know what I'm saying? We're their devil supposedly, and they said, "Oh, the white man's the devil." But like, but as so as you can see it, I'm a so-called black person. I'm a melanated person. I'm a highly chaos carbonated being. So as you can see in the darkness, I'm not a white person. So I want our people to know that I'm a highly melanated person. So in fact, that's why I say this stuff. So like, I want us to get the information because the white people, they've been knowing about this stuff in high school. high school stuff. They've been knowing about our Egyptian stuff. We don't learn about that stuff in our schools. I used to do pest control years ago for like, what, 9 years, right? I'm gonna put you up on it, man. I used to spray inside these people's houses, right? They be having books on Egypt and stuff, and high school kids' room. These are textbooks with our ancestors on the front cover, like in gold. They had textbooks like this. I never had a textbook like that in high school, middle school. They have this stuff, and they either private school or something, and they have it just in their room. So their textbook was still in their room. They didn't take it to school with them. You see what I'm saying? How egotistical. They even take your textbook. I'll be showing y'all books all the time in my videos, so you can go get the books. See how egotistical they don't even bring the book to their classroom. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's not even theirs. If we got the information, knew that was us. They know who we are. That's why they got to keep their foot in your neck. That's what I'm saying. Get the information. All that, see them rims and stuff and them clothes and stuff don't matter. See, motherfuckers can't even go to church. They scared. So that shit ain't about nothing. So I'm keeping it real with you. I'm saying, these preachers gonna launch you. They get paid by the government. I'm gonna keep it real with you. They get paid by the government. I choose not to get paid by YouTube. So you know what I'm saying? So my videos don't come with no ads. I don't get paid from these ads. So you get my information. You get information. It's not my information. It's our information. Highly melanated, so-called black people. We gave our information, and we taught these white people information. And they putting our stuff in books. That means that we got to go get the shit. They put them in movies. We got to go watch these movies. Go watch Wonder Woman 1984. Hell of a movie talking about the occult realm. See how these motherfuckers talking about in these movies that I'm showing you about the seven doors of death. How I have it right here. You know what I'm saying? How I have it right here. They talk about the occult realm and the seven doors of death. The occult means that which is hidden in the darkness. Darkness, melanin. Okay, get with it. We speed it up. We don't slow it down. So go get into these books, man. Get into something your children, get them into some comic books. Get them to some comic books. Whatever, ask them, hey, let's go to the comic book store. They're like, what? We go to even girls like comic books too. They like to read too. So take your the little daughters or your sons or you know what I'm saying, take them to the comic book store and ask them what's your favorite villain or your favorite superhero. And that's like a deity. They learn about something that could be if they like a certain one. That's one they actually taken to them. They taking a liking to them. That's a part of like you say, like different people have different personalities or different versions of themselves. You acting different around this time of year, like you know what I'm saying? Because it's like the 12 disciples, the 12 months of the year, the 12 zodiac. So it means 12 versions with 12 months of the year is different versions of themselves. Or remember the circle and the dot, the Arthur and the King Arthur and the round table. The dot is the mind. You know, you have the black dot or the melanin inside. Okay? So highly melanated people, so-called black people, 1818, which is my aunt, dual numbers, or 2020 just passed. So we into a higher realm, another realm. My aunt as imbalance. So when you teaching them about these different cartoon characters, these are different blood cells, like I was talking about blood earlier, or drinking water, good water. These are different versions of themselves, a version of themselves they like. It's like the Hebrew or the Heru or the Horus. See how I said I forgot in the earlier all the deities as in Heru and in Horus. Y'all was like I was gonna remember later. It comes up. My mind was in a flow. I had reached for something and I pulled something back. So this is in conversation. So I'm not making excuses. This is how my mind works. Like they say in I'm not a roster at all. They say, well, anything, I don't pertain to one thing. They say, know thyself in Jamaica. They say that too. Know thyself. If you know thyself, I know who I am. So in a conversation, my mind was in a flow and it picked up. So Horus Heru, I just know who I am. You know yourself. If you know who yourself is, and you start learning about the deities, and people start learning about different deities, they might have. People have different sides of themselves. Remember how in Split. There was a movie Split, and he had different versions of himself. With the character which Samuel Jackson played in later on with Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson. I forget the other actor's name, but they played the movie Split. Okay, remember? Or Glass, the movie Glass. And it was all three together. So you got to think about it like that. So, but yeah. So think about it like that. He had different versions, or split, the movie Split, he had different versions of himself. The woman, the young version of himself, all that. So you actually teaching them about a version of stuff they like the most, probably with their the comic books. So that can help you with actually learn about who your child is. And you can actually, if they tell you about it, don't dismiss them or push them away. So I don't want to hear about that. You gave them the book. Now you want to hear about something. If they like reading that, they might read something in their class. So if they reading that or a comic book or a story that they like, then they'll be acceptable to read other things that might not interest them in school, because reading become a lot more easier for them. Okay, but anyway, but yeah, so I made this video to pretty much say go check out the book of Eibon. All right, peace, and check out different mythologies. Okay, because the different book of mythologies are actually helping you stay alive. If you're a highly melanated being, we're not privy to it, so I advise y'all to do so and not just stand in one, because that's why so many so-called black people are dying, because they have them enthralled in one deity and not learning anything else. So that Piscean age of everybody following one deity, as in Allah or in Jesus, they're going to start falling off to the wayside and start dying, getting sick, because it's about learning different versions of yourself, and because all is one and none is one, because you're nothing and all at the same time. Remember, because you're from the abyss, and we're from the abyss, it's nothing. Okay? It's the darkness. So if you're all and nothing, if you're nothing at all, how can anyone put you in one particular spot? Because you can't be boxed in. Okay, go pick it up, highly melanated people. Anything you get your hands on, different books. Okay, all right, peace.